Elwood National Forge, with locations in Irvin, Warren, and Corry, has been a proud employer in Warren County for nearly 20 years and continues to be an active partner in the Warren County community. Elwood National Forge wants to wish the Eagles, Knights, and Dragons the best of luck on the court, in the pool, on the mat, and most importantly, in the classroom this season.
Hi, Chris Rossetti here from D9and10sports.com. I wanted to take a second to tell you about one of the best restaurants in all of Western Pennsylvania, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA. With indoor and outdoor dining, you can enjoy prime rib all weekend long, or perhaps it is their full wings served on Thursday wing nights that you're after. From celebrating a special occasion to hanging out with family and friends, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg is the place to be. As they like to say, you come for the food and you stay for the view. Reserve your table today at AlleghenyGrill.com. Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front nine, coupled with a back nine situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com.
Icy Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery, located at 2043 Pennsylvania Avenue East in Warren. We offer screen printing and embroidery on apparel, as well as graphic design, web design, photography, and custom frames, and specialize in youth fundraisers. We also offer photography services and custom frames. Check out our Icebox stores online at icyink.com or give us a call at 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy.
Are you looking for a great place to relax and enjoy the fresh mountain air of the Susquehannock State Forest in the Allegheny Mountains? Then the Potter County Campground is the place for you. Your outdoor adventure starts at the Potter County Campground with family and friends. The Potter County Campground can accommodate all your camping needs. Whether you camp in a tent, RV, or one of their camping cabins, they have a camping experience for you. Open year-round, the 44-acre Potter County Campground is located in the heart of Potter County, God's country. Check them out online at pottercountycamping.com. With locations in Chippenville and Tonesta, Tonesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tonesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tonestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
Records, winning streaks, losing streaks, points per game, total points, toss it all out the window tonight. This is a rivalry game like no other. It is the Backyard Brawl, District 10, Region 2, as the Eisenhower Knights welcome in their Warren County rival, the Youngsville Eagles. This is Allegheny Grill High School basketball on D9and10sports.com. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into the Freedom Investment Management pregame show. Brian Hagberg and Andy Close with you here in the Park Avenue Motor Car broadcast booth. And, Andy, on paper, this looks like a severe mismatch. On the court, it's going to be a fight, and we know it's going to be a fight.
Brian, I've been around enough of these, and I know you have as well, to know that, as you said, throw records out the window. Quick story, if I may. Oh, it was 5 years ago now. Eisenhower was loaded. They had Jaden Hayes was a senior that year, 1,000-point scorer. They were coming in, 16-win team. Youngsville under then first-year head coach Jesse DeLuth, who is now, of course, is the head men's coach at Pitt Bradford, came in with just 4 wins. And that game went right down to the final possession. And that's just what rivalry games are, man. They expect the unexpected. And, I'm not sure what to expect tonight, but it should be a good one.
I was up here last night for as the ladies took the court for their turn at the Backyard Brawl. And again, it was, Youngsville ahead of Eisenhower in the standings. And that game started all of a sudden. By the end of the first quarter, the Lady Knights had a 14-point lead, never looked back, ended up coming away with a big 5-point victory. And we were down in Youngsville when they played. That was a 1-point game down there. Again, this is one of those rivalry games that you just never know.
Yeah, and again, this is a Youngsville team that's playing better. It's not necessarily showing up in the win-loss column yet, but they've gotten steadily more competitive as the season has gone along. I know it's probably frustrating for them that they haven't been able to finish some of those games. Close loss to Maplewood, close loss to Iroquois, in overtime. This team's coming along, and, we'll get to the coaches' interviews here shortly. But, talking to both coaches, they echo our sentiments. Like, records don't mean a dang thing in this game.
Close loss for Youngsville to Union City. We had that game live. That was a game that was a 30-point difference down in Union City. They played at Youngsville, and it's a 5-point game that the Eagles were in right until the end. And, having talked with Eisenhower Athletic Director Jim Penley over the summer, getting ready for fall, he had mentioned being at a clinic with Bobby Bowden. And Coach Bowden said one of the things he's always asked is, how do you build a team? And he said the first thing you have to teach them is how to lose close. Then they learn how to win. And certainly over the last couple of weeks, this Eagles team has learned how to lose close. We'll see if they can learn how to win against their rival here tonight.
Yeah, and it won't be easy because Eisenhower is playing some great basketball of their own, coming in winners of 6 of 7, including a big win over Cambridge Springs last week. I know that was a hurdle they were hoping to clear, and they did it, and that was a big win for them, and they're looking to ride that momentum here into this rivalry game tonight.
All right, you mentioned our coaches' interviews. Let's take a look at what Youngsville coach Greg Blair had to say about tonight's ball game.
Well, Coach, it hasn't necessarily shown up in the win-loss column, but your team's been very competitive and seems to be getting better.
Yeah, the last couple of weeks we've looked a lot better. Our goal all year is to just get a little better every day, and it's happening. We're getting there. We compete every night. We play hard. It doesn't show on the scoreboard every time.
And how much do the kids look forward to this one? It's a rivalry game against Eisenhower.
Yeah, I've kind of drilled it into them a lot too because I'm part of this. And I played in this too, so I made them understand that this is a big deal. And when they're my age, they're going to think about this game. Whether they win or lose, they're going to think about this stuff. So it means a lot for both sides.
Mm-hmm. And what specifically, your team's obviously played very hard, but what specifically areas of improvement that you've seen?
We're taking better shots sometimes. We're still taking threes that I don't want to take sometimes, but we are looking for open shots that we weren't looking for before. We try to run a motion offense that has spots where you need to take shots where you're sometimes covered, and our guys didn't want to do that early. And we're starting to do a lot better now.
All right, Coach. Well, thanks and good luck tonight.
That was Youngsville coach Greg Blair. Just want to remind you that our game stream tonight brought to you by the Computer Guru of Leaper. Visit them online at thecomputerguru.net. And you're on the drive to the game brought to you by Warren Tire Center. Visit them online at warrentirecenter.com. And again, Andy, you mentioned this Eisenhower team, winners of 6 of 7, 3 straight. That big one you were up here for when they defeated Cambridge Springs 68-62 last week. Coming out party for Chris Bunk of the Knights, who's steadily gotten better and better throughout the season.
Yeah, just a sophomore. I think he's had an impact this season on the defensive end as well as on the glass, rebounding-wise. But the offense has taken a little time to develop, which is not uncommon, especially for a young forward. And boy, did he pick a great time to have a breakout game. As I said, that's a huge win for Cambridge Springs. One thing that sticks out to me about him is just so smooth. It seems when he's going, the game looks easy to him. And that's one thing I really noticed against Cambridge Springs is the game really slowed down for him, I thought.
So we've had our say about Eisenhower. Let's hear now what Knights coach Ryan Mangini had to say about his team coming into tonight's contest.
All right, Coach, coming in after, it's been a week, but you had a big win over Cambridge Springs. Here you're back on your home court tonight against Youngsville. As we talked about off camera, we kind of had some snow days built in there, but what have you been able to work on in practice?
We've just been hitting the little things, so not really adding too much new stuff, but just making sure that all the things we have been doing well on this run we've been having, that we keep doing, they keep remembering to do the cuts, the box outs, the being in the right spots on certain, presses and whatnot. So really just working on the little things we've already been doing well in this run and continuing to do.
Mm-hmm. And obviously, Youngsville coming in tonight, the rivalries there kind of throw records out the window.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I mean, not too long ago, they just played Union City a really tough game. They took Iroquois to overtime. So definitely I expect a good effort and a good game from Youngsville. And that's something I was telling the guys was that, got to win each game, keep your head in the game that we're in right now. So, because they could definitely, give us a game or give us a loss right now. So,
and it seems like you guys have been doing a pretty good job of that, though.
Yeah, we have, and especially at home, we've really stepped up at home. And one thing I've talked to them about is that home and away now. The average teams can win at home, but the good teams win home and away. So, and we've had some away wins, but we really haven't had an away game yet that I feel like we've really had a good performance. So,
all right, Ryan. Well, thanks. Good luck tonight.
All right.
They're going to be in it too. All right. That was, again, Eisenhower coach Ryan Mangini. We're just about a minute before tip-off here. And now it's time to take a look at our players to watch, powered by the Olewine Financial Group. Visit them online at olewinefinancialgroup.com, OLEWINE financialgroup.com.
I think for Eisenhower, quick start. What's the best way to let an underdog in the game?
Players.
Oh, players to watch.
Players to watch.
I thought you said keys to game. Players to watch. Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that. Youngsville, what I've really noticed the last few games of theirs, they play hard. One player in particular that really takes that to another gear is Keegan Massell. Kid that really gets after it. And in a game like this, you need that. You need the guy that's willing to mix it up and get in there. And I think Keegan does a great job of that. And for Eisenhower, I'm really looking at Cale Hunt. Ryan Mangini, as a former point guard himself, has kind of had his hands all over Cale's development. And you've seen Cale get better and better as the season's gone along. And I know Ryan has a lot to do with that, and Cale's put in the work as well. But I think that's a great relationship there. As Ryan's alluded to me in the past, and I think Cale's really, he's not the top scorer on this team by any means, but he's really kind of the engine that helps make this offense go.
They are doing the pregame announcements. It looks like we are going to have a live anthem performance, so we'll stay right here with that. Again, those were our players to watch, brought to you by the Olewine Financial Group, olewinefinancialgroup.com. That'll just about do it for the Freedom Investment Management pregame show. For all your financial needs, go to Freedom Wealth Coach, and don't forget about the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, where you come for the food and stay for the view. Takeouts available. Call today. Place an order by gift card, 724-659-5701. And it will be Caroline Smythe performing the national anthem.
And bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streamed, and the rockets red there, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free, or the home of the brave?
And again, that was Caroline Smythe of Eisenhower with tonight's national anthem. And now we are going to introduce the starting lineups for tonight. First for the visiting Youngsville Eagles. Number 2, Ethan Sens. Number 44, Alex Hill. Number 34, Blake Myers. Number 33, Keegan Messel. And number 20, Kobe Hendrickson, your starters for the Eagles this evening. And now for the Knights, number 14, Kale Hunt. Number 15, Wyatt Lookenhouse, the Knights' leading scorer on the season. Number 1, Kurt Darling. Number 4, Jake Venman getting the start here tonight on senior night. And number 33, Takari Warren, your night starters. It is senior night here for Eisenhower. For the record, we said throughout the records, the Knights come in 9-7 overall, 6-2 in Region 2. Youngsville 1-15, 0-9 in Region 2, looking for their first region win. And they certainly would love to pick it up here and spoil senior night for the Knights. Our first quarter tonight brought to you by Icy Ink and Warren. For all your screen printing and embroidery needs, call Icy Ink 814-688-0034. Darling and Myers on the tip. Myers controls. Kobe Hendrickson has it for the Eagles. And a quick turnover. Knights will inbound. Kale Hunt brings it up the floor. Tried to get it inside to Darling. Hendrickson there to poke it away. One possession for each team, one turnover. Hill for 3, knocks it down. And Icy Ink three-pointer for Alex Hill.
So, great start here for the Eagles.
Hunt brings it up, gives in to Darling. Now to Lookenhouse. He puts it off the glass a little too strong, gets his own rebound, puts it up and in for Wyatt Lookenhouse.
Now, Wyatt Lookenhouse is so good at that, getting offensive rebounds, in that case, getting his own offensive rebound.
Sends with it, double teamed by Venman and Darling. Finds Hill, and we've got a whistle.
And I think Greg Blair wanted a timeout there as Eagles struggle a little bit against that pressure.
30-second Olawine Financial Group timeout. Take timeout to make sure you stay on course to reach your goals with Olawine Financial Group. Again, our first quarter brought to you by Icy Ink and Warren. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool. Wear icy.
And you can see Eisenhower's plan early in this ball game. They want to force Youngsville into some early turnovers, get out in transition. One of the things that's been critical in this night's run has been their quick starts, and they're trying to get off to another one here again tonight.
We're getting set to come out of that timeout. It will be Eagles ball. And the inbound goes to Hendrickson. Hendrickson over to Myers. Myers out to Hill for 3. His second Icy Ink three-pointer of the quarter.
And, Eisenhower might, have to extend their defense a little bit on Mr. Hill there. 2 quick threes.
Warren with it. Guarded closely by Sens. Gives off to Hunt. Darling with it now. Warren back out to Darling. He fires a 3, and he knocks it down. Icy Ink three-pointer for Kurt Darling, and it's a 1-point game here.
When Kurt, he shoots the ball with such confidence.
Hendrickson drives. Dishes off to Messel. He'll bring it back out. Finds Sens over to Hill. Skip pass back to Messel. Hendrickson in the corner. Rattles out, but Sens there for the rebound. Is blocked away by Lookenhouse. Loose ball. Sens comes up with it. Out to Hill. Gives back to Myers. Hendrickson drives. Tries to go up, and Lookenhouse says, no, sir. Now up to Darling on the break. Darling lays it in.
That's what Eisenhower wants to do, get out in transition.
Knights take the lead for the first time. Hendrickson, double team, gets off to Sens. Sends to Myers, over to Hill. Feigns a three, gives back out to Hendrickson. Poked away by Darling and right to Hunt. And Hunt's going to take it coast to coast and lay it in. Up and down we go. And just like you said, Andy, this is the kind of game that Knights want to play.
Absolutely.
Hendrickson stops just before the timeline, and the pass descends off his hands right to Hunt. Hunt over to Warren. Warren drives, and he's going to get called for travel.
Yeah, just got going a little too quick there, did Takari Warren.
Eagles will inbound now. I'm going to reset that. You were in the wrong spot for the inbound. So Hendrickson will bring it up. Gives off to Hill. Back to Hendrickson. Sends to Myers. Myers drives, stops, gives back to Sens. Sens looking for Hendrickson on the cut, finds him, and Hendrickson short on the layup. Lookenhouse there for the rebound.
Yeah, and Lookenhouse didn't block that shot, but he influenced it, that's for sure.
And we've got a whistle there. Looks like that's going to be a Potter County Family Campground foul on Youngsville. Goes against Sens. Lookenhouse to inbound.
We're going to get a substitution. Well, not yet. For the Eagles.
Hunt to Warren. Lookenhouse for three. Rattles in and comes out. And Myers comes away with it. Gives off to Hill.
Yeah, good job to wrestle that rebound away from Darling.
Hendrickson. Bumped a bit by Hunt. Able to maintain the dribble. Gives off to Myers. Back to Hendrickson. Just past the midpoint here of the first quarter. Knights leading 9-6. Hendrickson dishes to Hill. Hill has all 6 of Youngsville's points on a pair of three-pointers. Messel drives baseline, puts it up and in.
Really impressed with how he's been playing lately. Again, our player to watch for Youngsville. Nice baseline drive there. Good 1-point game.
Just over Venman on that drive by Messel. Warren with it now. Finds Lookenhouse underneath. Lookenhouse with the layup.
4 quick points for Wyatt Lookenhouse.
Hendrickson splits the defense. Finds Myers. Mid-range jumper is good.
Youngsville shooting the ball well here early. Obviously, that's critical against an Eisenhower team that can put up a lot of points.
Hunt gives off to Warren. Sens nearly stole that away. Back to Hunt. He knocks down a long two. And Hendrickson calls the play for the Eagles. Gives to Sens. Out to Hill and back to Sens. Myers to Messel. And this is what the Eagles want to do offensively. Run their half court. And Hendrickson can't quite get the shot to fall there, but does draw the foul. Like you said, Andy, slow this game down. Play at their pace. That's what the Eagles want to do.
Yep, and a good half-court offensive possession that results in free throws.
And Hendrickson short on the first. We've got some changes. Number 5, Nathan Curry. Number 21, Nathan Lux in the game for the Eagles. Hendrickson's second shot is no good. And the Knights come away with the rebound. Lookenhouse trying to find Warren. Cannot. Goes off his hands and out of bounds.
I believe that was deflected.
So it will be Knights ball underneath. Warren inbounds to Venman, puts it up and in.
So the senior Jake Bedman with his first 2 points of the night.
Five-point lead now for the Knights. Hendrickson gives off to Lux. Out to Curry. And it's stolen away by Venman. Can't go coast to coast. Darling's putback is too strong. Eagles come back with it. It's Hill. Gives off to Hendrickson. Pull-up jumper. Can't get it to go. Is knocked out of bounds to the Knights. Sends checks back in for Lux. And we're going to see Chris Bunk and Kyler Black, number 12, number 2, respectively, for Venman and Warren. Get a nice hand from the home crowd here on senior night. Hunt with it now. Gives off to Darling. Darling to Lookenhouse. Lookenhouse falls down and loses the ball. Hendrickson up with it. He tries to go coast to coast. Can't split the defense, and Bunk is there for the rebound. Darling to Lookenhouse. Gets the shot and the foul.
Again, you see the strength there of Wyatt Lookenhouse, able to finish through contact, have an opportunity at an old school three-point play.
And Lookenhouse can't get it to go. Eagles with it. Hill tipped away by Darling.
There we see the length of Kurt Darling there.
Hunt with it now. Final minute here in the first quarter. And Lookenhouse can't quite save that one.
Hendrickson walking up the floor for the Eagles.
Give it to Messel in the corner. Finds Sens inside, but it's stolen away by Darling.
Such an active defender, Kurt Darling, can impact the game in so many ways.
Black, Lookenhouse underneath. Easy layup.
Yep, great cut, great pass. Eagles working against his pressure here. And there's a deflection by Hunt.
Hendrickson comes up with it. Gives off to Hill. Over to Sens. Messel in the corner for three. Too strong. Lookenhouse there for the rebound. Hunt up with it now. Gives to Bunk. Fires a three. Too strong at the buzzer. But after one quarter of play, Eisenhower leads Youngsville 19-10. This is Allegheny Grill High School basketball on D9and10sports.com.
Need plumbing, heating, or air conditioning services in Western PA? Then call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Clarion today at 814-226-8695. At Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, we believe that a service-oriented business like ours should give you quality care and a quick response time. That's why we stand on our promise, offering you reliable 24-hour service that gets your job done right when you need it. We can also be found on the web at lutonsplumbing.com. Again, that number is 814-226-8695.
And we are back here at Eisenhower High School, getting set to start the second quarter. Homestanding Knights have a 9-point advantage over their county rivals, the Eagles, 19-10. Our second quarter tonight brought to you by Hunter Station Golf Club. Golf season is just around the corner, and Hunter Station Golf Club in Tionesta has it covered with a season pass. Call 814-755-4558 to buy a season pass today and ask about their play and stay packages, which they're taking reservations for now. Hunter Station Golf Club, located 3 miles south of Tionesta.
All right, as we get set to start the second quarter here, I think Youngsville got into the game early, a couple of big threes by Alex Hill, but you saw Eisenhower slowly dictate the tempo, and that's something to watch out for here as we begin quarter number 2.
Knights will start with possession. Leading by 9. Hunt with it. Gives off to Darling. Lookenhouse for 3. He knocks it down. Big three-pointer from Wyatt Lookenhouse. Makes it a double-digit lead for the Knights. Lux with it. Gives over to Hill. Hill floater. Can't get it to go. Rebound tipped around. Bunk is able to come up with it, but saves it right to Lux. His shot is no good. And we're going to get a whistle.
Yep, going to get an over the back call here on Youngsville.
So we had a buzzer there for a second, but then as the Eagles are trying to make a sub, Darling underneath. Another layup for Kurt Darling.
That's just easy, just a simple lob over the top of the defense.
Hill gives to Lux. Back out to Hill for three. Can't get his third to fall. Rebound. You got to tie up in some substitutions here. Knights will inbound. Hunt with it. 14-point lead here for the home team. Eisenhower over Youngsville. Warren inside to Black.
I'll just dribble that right off his knee.
Messel comes up with it, gives it to Hendrickson. Hendrickson tries to split the defense. Kurt Darling there for the rejection.
Already 2 blocks each for Darling, and Lookenhouse just having a huge impact on the defensive end.
Hendrickson gets it into Curry. Back to Hendrickson. Kicks out to Myers. Myers for 2. Nothing doing. Black with the rebound. And Hendrickson tried to poke it away. Going to get called for the reach-in.
And you see, it's going to be tough for Youngsville in the half court just because Eisenhower is so long and athletic, and they really get up in you defensively, making life very difficult on opposing offenses.
Hunt gives off to Warren. Warren drives. Dishes out to Darling. Thought about the 3. Gives it up to Black. Black inside to Bunk. Tried to turn around. Can't get it to go, but Myers called for the Potter County Family Campground foul. Chris Bunk heads to the line for a pair. It's Highness the Builders free throws. And if you haven't been able to tell by this point, our broadcast booth is right next to the Eisenhower student section. Definitely fired up for this one. Bunk off the mark on the first. And hits the second. Hendrickson will bring it up to the Eagles, trailing by 15 now.
And
Bunk's going to get a reach in there. You know, Andy, not that long ago, this was an 11-10 Eisenhower advantage.
Yep, 14-0 run for the Knights.
Hendrickson draws a double team, dribbles out of it, gets it to Curry in the corner for 3. Too strong on that one. Rebound tipped around. Hunt comes away with it. Hunt tries to find Darling, but nothing doing there.
Yeah, a couple times so far, the Knights have trying to get out and run, and they've had passes that are just a little too tall there on the fast break.
So Hendrickson will bring it up now, calling Myers up, and finds a wide open Messel underneath. Much needed bucket there for the Eagles.
Yeah, just a little bit of a breakdown there defensively for Eisenhower.
Hunt over to Black. Black finds Darling. Long 3. Off the mark. Fight for the rebound. Knocked out of bounds by the Knights. Hendrickson up to Lux. Lux over to Curry. Down low to Messel. Back to Curry. Stripped away by Darling. Darling between the legs. Gives off to Black. Black inside to Bunk. Lays it up and in.
Yeah, first field goal of the game for Chris Bunk, and it's 27-12.
Hendrickson surveys the defense. Drives. Dishes off to Myers. Myers puts it off the glass, off the mark. Black comes up with the board, up to Warren. Warren finds Bunk. Over to Darling in the corner for 3. Off the backboard, off the rim, no good.
I think Darling rushed that shot just a touch.
Hendrickson gives off to Messel. Now to Myers inside to Lux. Lux's little jumper is good.
So Nathan Lux on the board, his first points of the night.
Hunt brings it up as we reach the midpoint of the Hunter Station Golf Club second quarter. Dish off to Black. And Black's pass intercepted by Lux. Up to Hendrickson. Coming back quickly. Warren is right there. Hendrickson shot off the glass. No good. Darling pokes it out, but Myers is there. Gives off to Messel. Jumper. Knocks it down.
Boy, a little scramble offense there for Youngsville. We're going to get timeout, Eisenhower.
And Ryan Mangini wants to talk it over. Olawine Financial Group timeout. That's going to be a full timeout. We're going to take it with them. We will be right back. Allegheny Girl High School basketball on D910sports.com.
Welcome to the University of Pittsburgh at Bradford. We're not just any university, because you're not just any student. Just think about what you can accomplish in 4 years. No, scratch that. What can't you accomplish? Everything changes when you love where you learn, where the classes are small and the doors are open. It's hard to explain, but once you're here, you'll see. Ready to discover your path? Come love where you learn at Pitt Bradford.
And we're back here at Eisenhower High School. Just under 4 minutes to go in the Hunter Station Golf Club second quarter. The Knights leading Youngsville 27-16. And a 14-0 run allowed Eisenhower to take what was a 1-point game and turn it into a double-digit deficit.
Yep, but again, credit to Youngsville. They've stuck with it here. Got a couple buckets prompting that Eisenhower timeout.
Hunt with it now for the Knights. Trying to find Darling, nothing doing. A little miscommunication there. Leads to the turnover, and the Eagles will bring it up the floor. Hendrickson over to Hill. Hill looking for some help. Gets it back to Hendrickson. Henderson drives, spins, floater, gets it to go.
Oh, nice little nifty move there from Kobe Henderson. His first points of the game. It's back to a single-digit deficit.
Hunt with it now. Gives off to Lookenhouse. Lookenhouse inside to Darling. Back to Lookenhouse for three. He hits an icy ink three-pointer for Wyatt Lookenhouse.
Boy, that one was deep.
And just like that, it's back to a double-digit lead for the Knights. Hendrickson directing traffic. Gives over to Hill. Finds Messel in the corner for three. Off the mark. Lookenhouse with the rebound. And he's going to pick up the foul. Probably a good foul there by Hill, as Lookenhouse would have been off to the races on that
boy,
one.
I thought that was going down. A good look for Keegan Messel. He's knocked down a couple already.
Darling to inbound. Gets it into Hunt. Hunt over to Lookenhouse. Gives out to Darling. To Hunt on the wing inside to Lookenhouse. Lookenhouse gets the friendly roll off the glass.
Again, just looking at you, wouldn't know why Lookenhouse is so strong down there. Getting a really well-rounded player is Wyatt Lookenhouse.
And Darling pokes that one away, but out of bounds. Hendrickson to trigger. And he too strong for Hill. And Hill unable to recover from that pass. Goes out of bounds all the way at the other end. So not just a turnover, but a complete flip of the court there.
Well, clock never stopped there. It should have.
Into Hunt for three. Off the rim. Rebound goes out of bounds. So we will allow our clock to catch up to their clock here. But good call there, Andy. As the game clock didn't stop here. It's about 10 seconds off where it should be. As Hendrickson gives off to Hill. Guarded closely there by Darling. And that pass picked off by Venman up to Darling. And Darling draws the foul. Was waiting for the call there. Was one of those blocker charge moments.
Yep.
And this time it goes against Ethan Sens and sends Darling to the free throw
Good
line
job.
for a pair of Ty Nesta Builders free throws.
Good job by Sens. Just couldn't quite get the feet set in time.
First by Darling is good. And he hits them both. And the Knights are in the bonus for the remainder of the first half. Hendrickson. And stolen away. Venman up to Darling again. And Darling gets the layup.
Good, just defense leading to offense there. More of it for Eisenhower.
Sends with it. It's off to Hendrickson, and we get a foul.
You're going to tag Hunt with that, I think.
Indeed, good call, Andy. And number 10, Taylor Messel comes in, gives Hendrickson a breather. Curry inbounds to Taylor. And he dishes off to Curry. Out to Sens. Curry draws a double team, finds Keegan Messel. He drives and draws a foul.
Yeah, good job there. A nice cut by Messel, and he'll get to the free throw line.
Fair Ty Nesta Builders free throws coming up here for Keegan Messel. Under a minute to play here in the Hunter Station Golf Club second quarter. And Messel hits the first. And gets the second. .16 advantage here for the Knights. Final 30 seconds here of the first half.
See if they hold for one here.
Darling off to Warren. And Warren out to Hunt. Warren drives, dishes out to Lookenhouse. He's going to take the corner three. Just off the mark. Rebound tipped. And out of bounds to the Eagles.
Yep, can't fault the look. That was a good look. And more often than not, Wyatt's going to knock those down.
We got Taylor Messel with it. Final 5 seconds of the half. Gives off to Sens with three. Curry at the buzzer. Can't get it to go.
Yeah, good contest there for Takari Warren.
So we head to halftime with the Knights leading the Eagles 36-20. We'll be right back with the Potter County Family Campground halftime show. This is Allegheny Grill High School basketball on D910sports.com.
Elwood National Forge, with locations in Irvin, Warren, and Corey, has been a proud employer in Warren County for nearly 20 years and continues to be an active partner in the Warren County community. Elwood National Forge wants to wish the Eagles, Knights, and Dragons the best of luck on the court, in the pool, on the mat, and most importantly, in the classroom this season.
Hi, Chris Rossetti here from D910sports.com. I wanted to take a second to tell you about one of the best restaurants in all of Western Pennsylvania, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA. With indoor and outdoor dining, you can enjoy prime rib all weekend long, or perhaps it is their full wings served on Thursday wing nights that you're after. From celebrating a special occasion to hanging out with family and friends, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg is the place to be. As they like to say, you come for the food and you stay for the view. Reserve your table today at AlleghenyGrill.com. Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front nine, coupled with a back nine situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com.
Icy Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery, located at 2043 Pennsylvania Avenue East in Warren. We offer screen printing and embroidery on apparel, as well as graphic design, web design, photography, and custom frames, and specialize in youth fundraisers. We also offer photography services and custom frames. Check out our Icebox stores online at icyink.com or give us a call at 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy.
Are you looking for a great place to relax and enjoy the fresh mountain air of the Susquehannock State Forest and the Allegheny Mountains? Then the Potter County Campground is the place for you. Your outdoor adventure starts at the Potter County Campground with family and friends. The Potter County Campground can accommodate all your camping needs. Whether you camp in a tent, RV, or one of their camping cabins, they have a camping experience for you. Open year-round, the 44-acre Potter County Campground is located in the heart of Potter County, God's country. Check them out online at pottercountycamping.com. With locations in Chippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
Welcome into the Potter County Family Campground halftime show, Camping in God's Country, the Potter County Family Campground. Visit them online at pottercountycamping.com. Also want to say thank you to Warren General Hospital. Exceptional care, exceptionally close at Warren General Hospital. Oil Country Crates, your products, our protection. Custom-made crates for shipping and beyond. OilCountryCrates.com. Brian Hagberg and Andy Close with you here in the Park Avenue Motor Car broadcast booth. If you have a fender bender, we can mender at Park Avenue Motor Car. Call 814-726-9728. And Andy, this started off looking like it was just going to be one of those knockdown dragouts, shots getting hit by both teams. And then all of a sudden the Knights went on a 14-0 run. It really blew this game open.
Yep, it was 11-10. That made it 25-10. It really started on the defensive end with the Knights. Wyatt Lookenhouse, Kurt Darling, 2 blocks each. But it's not just them. It's a collective effort defensively from Eisenhower. And again, to me, that's the biggest reason they've been able to have the success they've had and get on the run they've had. We know they can score. You know, we know how they have guys that can fill it up. To me, the defensive end is really is what has allowed this team to take a step forward, and you're seeing it here again tonight.
And really, you know, the Eagles started off, Alex Hill comes out, knocks down a pair of 3-pointers. They get some field goals along the way, and then all of a sudden they hit 10 points, and it seemed like they couldn't knock down a shot.
Yeah, and, you know, again, I don't think that's necessarily anything Youngsville is doing wrong. You know, their execution was decent. It's just it's tough to score on this Eisenhower team in the half court. And you don't want to get into a track meet with them per se either. But I did think Youngsville picked their spots when they chose to push tempo a little bit. I thought it was pretty effective. You know, again, it's just you really have to – not that you can't get a good shot in the half court against Eisenhower, but they make you work for it.
Yeah, and you can see, you know, a number of times Hendrickson and Hill and Messel tried to drive and split the defense. And when you've got a pair of guys like Kurt Darling and Lookenhouse or Bunk and Black standing there waiting for you, even if you make it through them, there's so much length there that they can recover and still alter the shot.
Yeah, and again, that's just not a Youngsville thing here tonight. We've seen that for Eisenhower time and again, you know, especially through region play here. And, you know, that bodes well for them. You talk about, you know, a team potentially having the tools to make a playoff run. And you play defense like that, you're going to be in every single game. You know, I don't care who you play.
All right, let's take a look now at our halftime stats brought to you by Warren General Hospital. Exceptional care, exceptionally close at Warren General Hospital.
Yep, first for the Eisenhower Knights. They lead again 36-20, 19 points in the first quarter. 17 in the second. Wyatt Lookenhouse leading the way with 16 points, including a pair of threes. Kurt Darling also in double figures with 11. Cale Hunt with 4. Chris Bunk with 3. And Jake Venman with 2 for Eisenhower to account for their total of 36 in the first half. And for Youngsville, 10 points in the first quarter, 10 more in the second quarter for their total of 20. Keegan Messel leading the way with 8 points. Alex Hill knocked down the 2 early threes. He has 6, and 2 each for Blake Myers, Kobe Hendrickson, and Nathan Lux to account for our 36-20 halftime score in favor of Eisenhower.
All right, those were our halftime stats. Again, brought to you by Warren General Hospital. Exceptional care, exceptionally close at Warren General Hospital. You know, and Andy, one of the big things there for Youngsville offensively, Kobe Hendrickson held to just 2 points in the first half.
Yeah, again, and you can tell he's a focal point of that Eisenhower defense, and they're, you know, they know where he's at all times. And I don't I don't recall him getting a clean look in the first half. He might have got one. But again, they're making life very difficult on Kobe, who's a very capable scorer, as we've seen this season.
We did mention off the top, it is senior night here for Eisenhower, Kurt Darling, Jake Venman, Takari Warren honored prior to tonight's game. And thus far, Warren is the only one not in the scorebook. And you got to think his Knights teammates are going to try to get him a look. And as we mentioned, we're sitting right next to the student section. And if Warren gets a bucket here in the second half, they're ready to erupt.
Oh, yeah, they're going to go nuts. Yeah, again, and Eisenhower also honoring Youngsville senior Joe Yost before the game, so a nice gesture there as well. Of course, all the seniors getting to start tonight all play valuable roles on this team, but again, Venman, you typically see coming off the bench. He got to start tonight and played really well, I thought.
All right, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with the third quarter. You are watching Allegheny Grill High School Basketball on D910sports.com.
Hi, this is Joe Bees, the host of the Beehive Sports Podcast. Do you love uncensored looks into all things sports? If you said yes, then this is the podcast for you. The Beehive Sports Podcast features a number of topics including current events, sports history, sports betting, a look into the darker stories in sports, and much more. The Beehive Sports Podcast is available on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, and many more. You can also search the Beehive Sports Podcast on Facebook, where you can interact with other listeners as well as myself. Don't wait. Tune on into the weekly episodes today.
Elwood National Forge, with locations in Irvin, Warren, and Corey, has been a proud employer in Warren County for nearly 20 years and continues to be an active partner in the Warren County community. Elwood National Forge wants to wish the Eagles, Knights, and Dragons the best of luck on the court, in the pool, on the mat, and most importantly, in the classroom this season.
Need plumbing, heating, or air conditioning services in Western PA? Then call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Clarion today at 814-226-8695. At Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, we believe that a service-oriented business like ours should give you quality care and a quick response time. That's why we stand on our promise, offering you reliable 24-hour service that gets your job done right when you need it. We can also be found on the web at lutonsplumbing.com. Again, that number is 814-226-8695.
Yeah, we are back here at Eisenhower High School, just about set to start the third quarter. Again, that was the Potter County Family Campground halftime show, Camping in God's Country, the Potter County Family Campground. Visit them online at pottercountycamping.com. Our third quarter tonight brought to you by Pitt Bradford. Students at Pitt Bradford live and learn on a friendly, inclusive, and welcoming campus where they receive personalized attention and earn the well-respected University of Pittsburgh degree. Apply today at upb.pitt.edu. Pitt Bradford, where students love where they learn.
And it looks like the same starting five back out there for Eisenhower, Venman, Hunt, Warren, Darling, and Lookenhouse.
And Eagles taking the full time here this halftime. Knights are on the court ready to go. And it will be Youngsville ball to start the second half, trailing by 16. Hendrickson with it. Gives off to Sens. Over to Lux. Off the mark on the three-pointer. Darling gets it out to Warren. And Warren loses control. Can't get it to go. And Lux nearly fell over the end line there on the inbound. Hill with it now. Pass tipped by Warren. Goes right to Lookenhouse. Lookenhouse stops, pops a three, and hits. Another icy ink three-pointer for Wyatt Lookenhouse.
You want to know why Wyatt Lookenhouse is such a good shooter? It's the same motion every time.
And Messel tried to do a reverse layup, nothing going. Knights come away with it. Darling, deep three, just off the mark. And Messel's going to let that go out of bounds.
19 points now for Wyatt Lookenhouse.
Hendrickson up with it as 19 is the deficit now for the Eagles. Hendrickson skip pass over to Lux, jumper. No good. Lookenhouse comes down with it. Warren tried to find Venman, but too strong on the pass.
So a couple of turnovers here in the first minute of the second half for Eisenhower. A little sloppy.
And you wonder, if Warren's pressing the issue a little bit, wanting to get on the score sheet
I'm
here
sure
on
he
senior
is.
night, too.
It's that half-court trap.
Hendrickson gets it to Myers, turns around, puts up a jumper, no good. Sends with the rebound and the putback.
Yep, Sense, just right spot, right place, right time. His first 2 points of the night.
And you see so far here in the Pitt Bradford third quarter, Knights much more deliberate offensively. Darling gets off to Warren, has it poked away, saved by Venman. Hunt puts it up, can't get it to go, but Lookenhouse is there for the rebound. His putback won't go. Another chance, and this time Messel comes down with it. Hendrickson jumper is good.
And there's where Kobe Henderson is really good in that mid-range game.
Hunt gives off to Warren. Warren drives, dishes out to Lookenhouse. He goes baseline. Kicks out to Darling. Warren with it, guarded by Sens. Gives off to Hunt. Hunt drives. Little floater, gets the roll. Hendrickson runs into a double team. Venman lost his shoe, and Darling gets the steal up to Hunt. Hunt lays it in.
4 quick points there for Cale Hunt. He now has 8 in the game.
Hendrickson going to run into that double team at half court. Dribbles out of it, gives off to Hill. Hill dishes off to Sens. Sens picks up the double team. Ball finds its way to Myers. Inside to Messel. Out to Hendrickson. Drives. Can't get the floater to go. But Myers there for the putback, but it rolls out. Lookenhouse up with it. Up the court quickly. Spins around and loses control.
They're going to travel.
And a travel on Lookenhouse. And Lookenhouse hit the floor hard there, favoring his hip a little bit as he came up.
Yep. Kobe Hendrickson helped him do his feet there.
And Curry checks in for Sens. And Hendrickson will bring it up as we near the midpoint of the Pitt Bradford third quarter. Hendrickson gets it off to Hill, back to Hendrickson. And he drives. Tries to put it off the glass, but again, Lookenhouse there to alter that shot. Didn't block it, but altered where Hendrickson had to go with it. Darling thought about the deep three again. Instead, pull-up jumper. Just off the mark. Rebound tipped around, and Lookenhouse saves it. Right to Hunt. Inside the Venman is blocked away by Curry.
Great defense there from Curry.
Myers pulls up. Hill, Hendrickson, corner three. Off the rim, Curry. Out to Messel, back to Curry. He fires a three. He knocks it down. Icy Ink three-pointer for Nathan Curry.
Curry's first points of the game.
And Hunt gives off to Warren. Inside to Lookenhouse, draws a double team and draws the foul. Lookenhouse going to head to the line for a pair of Ty Nesta Builders free throws. First is off the back of the rim. You see Lux check in for Myers, and Bunk and Black in the game for the Knights. Lookenhouse, second shot goes off the rim, rebound to Hendrickson.
Rare 0 for 2 trip at the line for Lookenhouse.
Hendrickson dishes off to Hill for three, can't get it to go. Curry tips the rebound, but can't save it.
But again, we see that all-out effort there.
Hunt will bring it up now for the Knights, leading 43-27 as we approach 3 minutes to go here in the Pitt Bradford third quarter. Inside, Darling wide open, off the glass, gets the roll. Hendrickson up to Curry. Skips over to Hill. Inside to Lux. Hill gives off to Hendrickson. Hendrickson drives, dishes out to Messel. Quickly to Curry.
Good ball movement here from Youngsville.
And just as you said
Just as I say that.
miscommunication there as Lux went inside and Hill's pass went outside. And Hunt will bring it up now for the Knights. Again, much more deliberate here in this second half with an 18-point lead. Black gives out to Hunt. Hunt jumper off the glass, can't get it to go. Bunk, rebound, put back just off the mark, and runs into Curry on the rebound. And just the second foul of the third quarter as we approach the 2-minute mark. Hill gives off to Curry. Curry's going to drive, dish out to Messel. Back to Hill. Hill's got a lane. Kicks out to Lux. Back to Hill. Jumper is good.
So 5 points in the third quarter here for Alex. Or excuse me, that was Hill's first bucket. My bad.
Hunt gives off to Lookenhouse. Looking for Darling, and Lux is there to knock it away. Gets it to Hendrickson and stolen away. Now they're going to call a foul there on Lookenhouse.
Takari Warren getting set to check back in the game here. He'll replace Lookenhouse.
Curry will trigger the inbound.
Number 5, dude. Come on, let's do something.
And off the backboard, it goes right to Black. Black tries to find Darling, is tipped and nearly goes in the bucket. And Hill passes to Hendrickson, who wasn't looking for it. Again, just miscommunication here by the Eagles.
Little helter-skelter here. We're getting a timeout here.
It looks like it's going to be Youngsville coach Greg Blair taking the timeout. And that is a full timeout, so we will take it with them. We'll be right back. Allegheny Girl High School basketball on D9and10sports.com.
With locations in Shippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
Throughout West Central Pennsylvania, people are losing their glasses. Well, they haven't really lost them. They just don't need them anymore. Thanks to the amazing LASIK surgeons at Laurel Eye Clinic. Using state-of-the-art bladeless LASIK technology, these board-certified surgeons offer better vision for you and your family. With 10 convenient locations, there's bound to be one nearby. Isn't it time that you lost your glasses? Call Laurel Eye Clinic or visit laureleye.com and schedule your free consultation.
Back here at Eisenhower High School, just under 90 seconds to play in the Pitt Bradford third quarter. Eisenhower leading Youngsville 45-29. Knights are going to inbound. And Kale Hunt will bring it up for the Knights. Picks up a screen. Gives off to Darling. Takes a three. Off the mark. Black there for the rebound. And got Curry to go up with them and go underneath.
Yeah, Curry went down hard.
Went down hard. Stayed on the floor there for a second, then popped right back up.
Shaking his wrist a little bit.
And they are going to call that foul on the floor. So Warren will trigger the inbound for Eisenhower. Tried to get it into Black, but poked out of bounds. Last touch by the Knights. Hendrickson with it now for Youngsville. Lost control there. And a fight for the ball. They're going to call a jump ball. And the Pitt Bradford possession arrow Gives it back to Eisenhower. Our first jump ball of the night.
Yeah, how about that?
Hunt with it now in the final minute. Gets it to Warren. Warren kicks it back out to Darling for 3. Gets it to go.
It wasn't an unselfish play there, though, from Takari Warren.
Hendrickson over to Hill. Hill to Curry. And back to Hendrickson. And Hendrickson, again, tried to drive the lane there.
Right. Call that foul on the floor.
And that Potter County Family Campground foul is going to go against Darling. As we see Taylor Messel check back in. Final 34 seconds. Curry inbounds to Keegan Messel. Gets it to Lux. Lux makes a move but can't get the jumper to go. Black has it. And Black's going to go coast to coast and lay it in.
And those are the first 2 points of the night for Kyler Black.
Taylor Messel up with it now. Curry gives off to Hill. Taylor Messel's pass knocked out of bounds. Will stay with the Eagles. Four seconds. Hill fires a 3. Can't get it to go. Warren collects the rebound and fires a full court shot at the buzzer. No chance on that one. But we head to the fourth quarter. Eisenhower leading Youngsville 50-29. Allegheny Girl High School basketball on D910sports.com.
Welcome to the University of Pittsburgh at Bradford. We're not just any university, because you're not just any student. Just think about what you can accomplish in 4 years. No, scratch that. What can't you accomplish? Everything changes when you love where you learn, where the classes are small and the doors are open. It's hard to explain, but once you're here, you'll see. Ready to discover your path? Come love where you learn at Pitt Bradford.
Throughout West Central Pennsylvania, people are losing their glasses. Well, they haven't really lost them. They just don't need them anymore. Thanks to the amazing LASIK surgeons at Laurel Eye Clinic. Call Laurel Eye Clinic and schedule your free consultation.
And we're back for the start of the fourth quarter. Eisenhower leading Youngsville 50-29. Eagles will get the ball to start the play here in the Laurel Eye Clinic fourth quarter. The Laurel Eye Clinic, a better vision for you. Visit them online at laureleye.com. Hill gives off to Curry. Curry drives, puts up a floater off the glass and in.
That shot looked like it might have been altered a little bit, too. Nice job by Curry.
And Warren now running the point for the Knights. Gives off to Bunk, finds Lookenhouse underneath, and Lookenhouse answers with the layup of his own. Taylor Messel now gives off to Hill. And back to Talon. Finds Keegan. His jumper just short, and Warren comes down with the rebound. Gets up to Lookenhouse, stops, fires a 3, rattles off the rim, rebound tip to Lux. And Tal Messel will bring it out and set the offense for the Eagles. Hill thought about the 3, drives instead. Kicks out to Keegan, up to Curry, and off to Talon, back to Keegan. Keegan drives and draws a foul.
Sure
Keegan Messel.
Bunker Warren with that. We're going to get Warren.
And Keegan Messel to the line for a pair of Ty Nesta Builders free throws. Hits the first. And Hunt comes in, as does Myers. Then sends. And second rattles out. 1-for-2 trip to the line there for Keegan Messel. Hunt to Warren. Gives off to Black. And sends. Nearly had that pass picked. And Hunt Goes in for a layup, no good. Myers comes away with it. And Sens will bring it up the floor. Looked like Hunt might have got away with an extra step on that play.
I thought so.
Curry dishes off to Talon. His shot, no good. Rebound kicked around, and Venman comes up with it. Up to Warren. Dishes out to Bunk. Bunk floater off the glass is good.
Again, another great pass though from Takari Warren.
And Youngsville coach Greg Blair wants to take a 30-second Olawine Financial Group timeout and talk it over. And you can take a timeout to make sure you stay on course to reach your goals with the Olawine Financial Group. Visit them online, olawinefinancialgroup.com. That's OLEWINE financialgroup.com.
Yeah, just really impressed with the unselfishness of this Eisenhower group. A couple times there I've seen Takari Warren make the extra pass when he could have shot it. And that's the sign of a really good offense. You pass up a good shot for a better shot, and it's paid dividends for Eisenhower here in the second half.
Good offense, mature offense.
It is. And as to your point, too, they've slowed the pace down here in the second half. They've played more of a half-court style game. They've worked. They've got their shots. And, again, they're able to do that with the big league, showing they can play multiple styles, offensively.
We're just about set to come out of this timeout. Will be Eagles ball, trailing by 22. Hendrickson will bring it up the floor. Gives off to Sens. Sends to Talon. Metzel gives to Hendrickson. Dishes out to Myers. Jumper. Can't get it to go. And those are the kind of shots, Andy, that early in the first quarter were falling for the Eagles.
And again, it's not a bad shot. Just didn't, unable to knock it down.
Keegan Metzel triggers the inbound. Gets it into Sens. Over to Myers. Back to Sens. Out to Hendrickson for three. Off the front of the rim. Warren up with it. Gives off. We've got a substitution there that I missed. I apologize for that. That was number 5, John Palmieri. And Hendrickson tried to bring it back out and instead draws a foul. He slipped a little bit and ends up drawing a foul. So Eagles will inbound, gets it into Myers. Over to Talon, and out front to Hendrickson. Drives, again, tries to split the defense. This time he does it and gets the layup.
A nice strong take there from Hendrickson.
Palmieri has it now. Gets it to Warren. Sens nearly picked it off. Warren to Bunk. Bunk kicks it back out to Warren. He's going to take a three. Off the back of the rim. Venman rebound and putback is good.
Four points now for Jake Venman.
And we get another foul down at the other end as Talon Metzel fell down on the pass. Looks like he may have twisted his ankle a little bit. Inbound goes to Myers. He puts it up. No good, but draws the foul. And Myers going to head to the line for Paratynus to Builders free throws. And after a relatively clean third quarter, as it were, from fouls, the Eagles are now in the bonus here early in the fourth. Metzel misses the first. Myers missed. And can't get the second to go. Bunk comes away with the rebound. Black gives off to Warren. Warren inside to Black. Venman to Bunk for three. Off the front of the rim. Keegan Metzel with it. Hendrickson up quickly. Finds Myers. His layup is good.
Great pass there by Hendrickson.
Black back quickly. Tries to answer. It's blocked away by Myers. And Keegan Metzel comes away with it. Inside to Hendrickson. Puts it off the glass and in. As we've reached the midpoint here of the Laurel Eye Clinic fourth quarter. Black up to Bunk. Back out to Black. Bunk with it, finds Warren inside. It's blocked away by Sens, but he saves it. Kicks it out to Palmieri. Inside to a wide open Venman for the layup.
Again, great passing there by the Knights.
Hendrickson back with it now for the Eagles. Gives off to Sens. Towel missile back to Hendrickson. Hendrickson layup, no good. Bunk came down with the rebound. It's poked away. Myers gets it out to Hendrickson. He drives. Stripped away, but a foul. And they're going to call that a shooting foul.
Oh, wow. So Hendrickson will go to the line for a pair.
And he hits the first. Hill and Lux come back in for the Eagles. And some more substitutions for the Knights. Number 25, Drew Mandeville, and number 13, Casey Seymour. And can't get the second to go, but the rebound to Myers, and he puts it back. So Seymour guarded closely now by Hendrickson in a bit of a press defense here by the Eagles. Gets it up to Warren. And Warren tried to find Mandeville. Lux picks it off. Hendrickson wide open. Lays it up and in.
Hendrickson with 7 points now in the quarter.
And Mandeville loses the handle. Lux up with it. Tries to find Hendrickson, but just out of his reach.
I like this, though, from Ryan Mangini, getting a look to see what some of these younger kids can do in a competitive varsity contest.
Saved by Mandeville right to Keegan Messel, who's going to have an open lane, but can't get the layup to go. Hendrickson gets the rebound and puts it back in.
Although it might be getting a little too close for comfort here.
Up to Venman. Turns around, jumper, no good, but he draws a foul. And Jake Venman heads to the line for a pair of Ty Nestor Builders free throws. Just interesting dynamic here for Brian Mangini as he's got three freshmen on the floor along with two seniors. As Hunt comes back in for Mandeville, just as I made the point.
Your seasoned point guard, Cale Hunt.
And Venman knocks down the second.
7 points now for Jake Venman.
Hendrickson over to Hill. Hill stops, kicks out to Lux, is stripped away by Venman. Palmieri comes up with it and gets it up to Venman. Venman dishes off Palmieri for three, off the front of the rim, and Hunt comes flying in for the rebound, and he's going to get a foul, draw a foul, on Hill. Curry and Sens come back in for the Eagles. Warren will trigger the inbound. Gets it to Hunt. Palmieri dishes off to Warren. Warren drives, floater, it's good!
There it is.
Hendrickson over to Curry, fires a three. Just off the back of the rim, but Myers comes away with the rebound. And he's going to pick up a foul, or draw a foul, and head to the line. It'll be Myers at the line, shooting a pair. Hits the first. And gets the second to fall. Hunt will bring it up in the final 90 seconds of this one. Palmieri over to Warren. Warren's going to drive and gets poked away. Hendrickson saves it. Curry comes up with it. Drives, puts it up, can't get it to go, and Hunt grabs the rebound.
And he'll slow this thing down.
Well, behind the back dribble there for Hunt. Dishes off to Warren. As we've reached the final minute of play here in the Laurel Eye Clinic fourth quarter. And we're going to get a foul on the floor there.
Just a little hand check.
And he will come back in. Warren will trigger the inbound. Gets it to Palmieri, goes through his hands. And Hendrickson streaking down the court, lays it up and in.
Hendrickson with 11 points in the quarter.
And Warren has it now for the Knights. Hunt. And Warren will play a little catch. And Knights seem content to just run the final 30 seconds of this one out. And head home with not only a win over their rival, but a big region win. Follow up that big win over Cambridge Springs.
Yeah, a region title is still within reach for Eisenhower.
Hunt with 15 seconds. Gives off to Seymour and back to Hunt. And Warren is going to hold this one. And the senior will hold it in the final seconds as Eisenhower holds serve on their home court. A 61-49 win over Youngsville. Knights improve to 10-7 on the season, 7-2 in region play. Eagles fall to 1-16 and 0-10. We'll be right back with the Elwood National Forge postgame show. Allegheny Girl High School basketball on D910sports.com.
Elwood National Forge, with locations in Irvin, Warren, and Corey, has been a proud employer in Warren County for nearly 20 years and continues to be an active partner in the Warren County community. Elwood National Forge wants to wish the Eagles, Knights, and Dragons the best of luck on the court, in the pool, on the mat, and most importantly, in the classroom this season.
Hi, Chris Rossetti here from D910sports.com. I wanted to take a second to tell you about one of the best restaurants in all of Western Pennsylvania, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA. With indoor and outdoor dining, you can enjoy prime rib all weekend long, or perhaps it is their full wings served on Thursday wing nights that you're after. From celebrating a special occasion to hanging out with family and friends, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg is the place to be. As they like to say, you come for the food and you stay for the view. Reserve your table today at AlleghenyGrill.com. Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front nine, coupled with a back nine situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com.
Icing Screen Printing and Embroidery, located at 2043 Pennsylvania Avenue East in Warren. We offer screen printing and embroidery on apparel, as well as graphic design, web design, photography, and custom frames, and specialize in youth fundraisers. We also offer photography services and custom frames. Check out our Icebox stores online at icyinc.com or give us a call at 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy.
Are you looking for a great place to relax and enjoy the fresh mountain air of the Susquehannock State Forest in the Allegheny Mountains? Then the Potter County Campground is the place for you. Your outdoor adventure starts at the Potter County Campground with family and friends. The Potter County Campground can accommodate all your camping needs. Whether you camp in a tent, RV, or one of their camping cabins, they have a camping experience for you. Open year-round, the 44-acre Potter County Campground is located in the heart of Potter County, God's country. Check them out online at pottercountycamping.com. With locations in Chippenville and Tonesta, Tonesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tonesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tonestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
And we're here at Eisenhower High School with the Elwood National Forge post-game show. Your final Eisenhower 61, Youngsville 49. Elwood National Forge, with locations in Irvin, Warren, and Corey, has been a proud employer in Warren County for nearly 20 years and continues to be an active partner in the Warren County community. To learn more, visit elwoodnationalforge.com. And we are going to be joined here in just a moment by our Icy Ink player of the game. He's getting the headset on right now. And we are with Eisenhower senior Kurt Darling coming off a big win over your biggest rival here. How does it feel to get a big win like this over your rival on your senior night?
It feels good. Nothing better. We're at home. Got a few games away, tough ones this week that are kind of make or break games for us in the region. So,
and to follow up the big win that you guys just had over Cambridge with another big region win here, how big is that going to be, like you said, with the tough road games coming up, to carry that momentum with you on the road?
It's big, but tonight I thought we played a little slow. We got to get it up before those big games.
So to start the game, I mean, it was just back and forth, both teams, knocking down some big shots. And then all of a sudden, you guys went on a 14-0 run, turned a 1-point game into a 15-point game. Is that something you guys have seen of your offense throughout this season, that all of a sudden you guys can just turn it on and get a big offensive spurt like that?
Yeah, that really shows what we're capable of. We can do big things like that and have big moments and big runs like that.
Obviously, Kobe Hendrickson's been their top scorer. You guys held him to just 2 points in the first half. When you're playing a team like this where you have a pretty obvious size advantage, how much do you use that to your advantage to just try to clog those lanes, especially on a player like that, who really likes to drive and put up those short-range jumpers?
Oh, we just helped. We were playing press defense, and then we just had to fill those lanes when he drove. We knew he was good. He had a good game. Just had to get out there and stop him.
And then in the first half, there was a lot of, up-tempo, back and forth, run and gun. But in the second half, you guys were able to slow it down and still, put a bunch of points on the board. What does that say about the diversity of your offense to, basically just flip a switch and change styles from one half to the other?
Oh, Coach told us we had to practice slowing the ball down a little bit. We had to get ready for these big road games, and so that's what we did.
A little more fun to be out there running back and forth.
Yeah.
Again, obviously this was senior night for you guys. Last time on the home court for you. What's been your best memories out of your 4 years on this home court for you?
Beating Cambridge was up there. That was a big one. We've had a lot of good ones. I love this team. I've watched them grow over the last 4 years. They've really become a good team.
All right. Obviously, you guys still have a region title square in your sights, kind of control your own destiny right now. So tough road games coming up. But, Kurt, best of luck the rest of the way. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
All right. That was our Icy Ink player of the game, Eisenhower's Kurt Darling, coming off a big win, 61-49 over the rival Youngsville Eagles. And, again, not just a win over their rival, Andy, but a key region win as well.
Yeah, keeping pace, one game behind one game in the loss column behind Sagertown in the standings, of course. Got another big matchup with them coming up as well. So, I just thought a very workmanlike effort from Eisenhower tonight.
All right, let's take a look at our final stats now, brought to you by Warren General Hospital. Exceptional care, exceptionally close at Warren General Hospital.
Yep, Eisenhower, 19 points in the first, 17 in the second, 14 in the third, 11 in the fourth. Kurt Darling, we just talked to, finished with 16. Wyatt Lookenhouse with 21. Cale Hunt with 8. Jake Venman with 7. Chris Bunk with 5. And Kyler Black and Takari Warren with 2 each for the Knights. And for Youngsville, 10 in the first, 10 in the second, 9 in the third, 20 in the fourth. Kobe Hendrickson leading the way with 15 points, 11 of which came in the fourth quarter. Keegan Messel with 9. Blake Myers and Alex Hill with 8 each. Nathan Curry with 5, and Ethan Sens and Nathan Lux with 2 apiece for the Eagles.
All right, those are our final stats. Again, brought to you by Warren General Hospital. Exceptional care, exceptionally close. And again, just to review the Region 2 standings coming into tonight, Sagertown on top at 8-1, Eisenhower 6-2, Cambridge Springs 7-3, Union City 6-3, Cochranton 5-4, Maplewood 3-7, Iroquois 1-7, Youngsville 0-9, and then again, obviously Eisenhower moves to 7-2, so they'll be one game ahead of Cambridge in the loss column. Again, depending on how their game turned out tonight, potentially right there with Sagertown. But again, really have their control of their own destiny if they're able to win out.
Yeah, they sure do, and it's been an impressive run for Eisenhower, and I see no reason why it won't continue. Again, putting it all together at the right time, and really impressed with the way they're playing, both on the offensive and defensive end.
And again, we mentioned that big win that they had over Cambridge Springs here last week, and as as much as we all kind of dealt with the winter storms as they came through in our own ways, one of the things that did do though was postpone a road game at Union City last Friday. So really gave the Knights a couple of extra days to wind down from that big win and maybe not fall into a trap game on the road right away.
Yeah, for sure. And Union City, not a bad ball club at all. And, they're back in action tonight as well. So, I know they were able to work on some things they wanted to in practice. And ideally, you'd rather probably not have a week off this time of year. But, they came out and they played well tonight.
All right, again, our final here from Eisenhower, the Knights 61, the Eagles 49. Andy, before we wrap it up, any final thoughts on this game?
Yeah, for Youngsville, it's coming. Again, they're young. We knew this was kind of be a retooling year for them, but it's coming. They're competitive. They're competing in these games. Eisenhower's at the top of the standings. They played them tough tonight. Just came up short. And for Eisenhower, stay the course. They continue to get better and better and better. And, peaking right when you want to peak towards the end of the regular season here again, with their eyes set on potentially a region title and bigger things down the road in the playoffs.
All right, and I do want to let everybody know we will be right back up here tomorrow night. Another big Warren County clash, this time on the wrestling match, wrestling mat, as the Knights welcome in the Warren Dragons. It is what I believe will now become an annual event, the Wrestling Whiteout. They're encouraging all attendees to wear white for the match and are going to raise money for the Warren General Hospital Cancer Center in memory of former Warren coach Dean Johnson. Passed away, lost his battle with cancer just over a year ago now, I believe. And, again, I had the privilege of being here before Dean passed when they had the first whiteout. And if you've never been to a Warren Eisenhower wrestling match, let me tell you, folks, it is something to behold. The crowd is into it. They are up and raring from start to finish, and I can only imagine what a whiteout environment is going to be like here tomorrow night.
Yep. So if you're not doing anything tomorrow, come on out, and if you can't make it, tune on into us. So as Brian said, we'll be here.
All right, again, your final here from Eisenhower, the Knights 61, Youngsville 49. For Andy Close, this is Brian Hagberg saying thanks for watching and have a great evening, everyone.